Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to talk about my room is unique. As you know, we have a room form system where you fill out all the data on your room, send it to us, and then schedule a free 15-minute call. Once I have the data, I can, better steer you in the proper direction for treatment and room size and all those good things. But we get a lot of comments about, well, my room is very unique. And the comments tell me that people really don't understand that their room, one, is not unique, and they really, describing what they consider the uniqueness of their room really doesn't have any direct connection to the acoustics of the room. So there's just a lot of misunderstanding and miscomprehension and all kinds of issues that go with it. But uniqueness that people think is unique really doesn't have an impact on the acoustics of the room. And most things that people think are unique, we can overcome and work around. So the main thing that you want to focus on in a room is two issues, pressure and reflections. Those are the only two things that you really need to be concerned about. Low frequency pressure, you can see in this graphic, it's a series of oscillating energy throughout the room. We've all heard the term room modes. Well, this pressure wave that you see in the graphic, it exaggerates certain frequencies. There's a layman's term, bass boom. I think most people are familiar with that. Too much low frequency energy in a room. And then attenuation, which is just the opposite, okay? You can't hear anything. So you get too much and not enough. So that's distortion, right? And that's what we're all about. That's what we're trying to treat. The other issue is the reflections. What do reflections do? They contribute to reverberation, right? A series of reflections from each surface area in the room. Add it all up, you get a reverb time, because the decay rate is dependent on dimensions and the type of materials the room is made out of, and a whole host of other issues. There's also a balance between direct sound and reflected sound. Two-channel systems, we have the direct energy from the speakers, but we also have the reflected energy from the wall. So it's this tug of war, this balance between reflection versus direct. So what do we got to do with the reflected energy? Because every time the reflection energy crosses this direct line, it's distortion. Where is it distortion? It's really distortion in the harmonics. That's where it really hurts us. And that's what we really want, because that's where, really all the emotional connection is. Just like in reverb, reverb's a measure of decay. Well, the harmonics, the decay rate has to be right, so you hear the first, second, and third order harmonics. So it's always this balance between the direct and the reflected energy. Back to pressure, we got three ways to manage pressure. Absorption, diaphragmatic, Helmholtz, and membrane. Diaphragmatic is the process we use with our carbon technology. It's the most powerful of the three. Membrane's a cousin to diaphragmatic. It can go as low, but won't get as much. And you got to get a lot. So if you're going to use treatment that's going to take up so much space, you might as well get the most that you can, right? And then Helmholtz is really specific, frequency specific. We use Helmholtz sometimes as a tuning mechanism. Most of the time around 60 cycles, because that seems to be a weak area in most rooms. So if you get everything right, balanced with broadband diaphragmatic, you can come in and fine-tune with Helmholtz if you want to. Reflection treatment, we have two options, absorption and diffusion. Remember, we want to slow this reflection down. It's inevitable. We can't stop it, but we want to slow it down so that the direct energy reaches our ears first, because that's the straight line energy. That's the purest energy that we're going to experience. That has no room sound or less room sound. So that's our goal. That's what we want to do. So if you think your room is unique, it probably isn't. It may be to you, but we're all about the acoustical issues in the room. So pressure, reflection. Think those two things. Keep it simple for yourself. And that will help you understand the treatments that you have to use in the room. I hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.